I went from this to this using only 2 acne products. If you're struggling with acne and nothing seems to work, this video may help you figure out what to try next. Yahoo! Welcome or welcome back if you're new here. My name is Pat, the ugly expat in Japan. Now, before we start, just a disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. I am not a dermatologist. I am just basically a person who likes skincare and has been trying out different things that have worked for my oily, acne-prone combination skin. And if you have the same skin type, this video is for you. Also, if you have the financial means, I would highly suggest that you seek professional medical help from licensed dermatologists. Unfortunately for me, I've never seen a dermatologist back in the Philippines or even here. Oh, I actually have been to a dermatologist here in Japan, but it was not due to my acne journey. However, my aunt suffered from a severe acne breakout ever since she was like in her teens. And she introduced the ointment that she used to break free from her acne curse. And that's what I'm going to also introduce to you in this video. So hang on tight, sit still, and let's talk about these 2 acne products. The first one is Anua's Azelaic Acid Serum. Luckily, I've already used up the last bottle that I had for this pimple. If you watched my previous vlog last week, this pimple was too noticeable for me. And I was a bit conscious, but I had to push through because I promised myself to always upload video once a week until, this channel reaches 100 subscribers. I'm already at 86. Hopefully we can get there before this month of May ends. But anyway, this was my last bottle of Anua's 15 plus Hylucica serum. This one, I actually have been using it for a long time. A lot of content creators, influencers, skincare UGC creators would always, maybe some of them would say that they used this one for 7 days straight and their pimple problem was cured or healed. Well, if that was the case for them, they're very lucky. They're the children of God because they were able to solve their acne problems within a week. But for me, I wouldn't say and I wouldn't claim that I used these bottles. I used this serum for only 7 days for my pimples to be gone because it wasn't that case. And I don't want to lie to you. So yeah, I've been using this one to calm the pimples that developed on my face. Azelaic acid is actually a very underrated acne ingredient. A lot of other dermatologists on social media have sworn by how azelaic acid plus Cica, this combination is very helpful in treating our pimples. Now, what does the azelaic acid serum do? Well, simply put, it helps reduce redness, unclog pores, and even out skin tone. So it's not just treating acne, it helps with the marks left behind. For me, the azelaic acid serum was like the calm down product. Whenever my skin felt irritated and bumpy, this somehow made it look less angry, especially when my pimples were breaking out and they were too, how would I say, inflamed, too irritated. My pimples looked too angry. This product somehow soothed everything. Now here are the pros of the azelaic acid serum. First, it is gentle compared to stronger acids. That's why azelaic acid can be used every day, unlike other active ingredients for pimples, which should be taken like in intervals or gaps. Also, azelaic acid is good for sensitive skin. And as I've said, azelaic acid serum helps with acne and dark spots at the same time. Now, here are some of the cons of using the azelaic acid serum. First one is that it takes a long time for it to take effect on your skin. So it's really slow, and that's why I wouldn't really believe someone who would say that it took them 7 days for the azelaic acid to cure their pimples. Because yeah, it really takes a lot of time and maintenance is also costly. I have here 4 bottles, but I've actually used more than 15 of them already. And since it's like a slow process, you won't wake up with a clear skin overnight. Now, the other con about azelaic acid is that if your acne problem is severe, this azelaic acid may not be enough. So when my pimples were really active and inflamed, I used this one daily in the morning and at night before going to sleep. But now that I only have maybe just one active pimple left, I just used this one last week during the morning time. Now, as I've said, if you have severe acne, if your acne problem is a bit severe, this might not be enough. So let's go to the second product that really helped me and my aunt solve our acne problem. Are you ready for it? The second product is the 10% benzoyl peroxide spot treatment gel. I don't see this one over the counter here in Japan, and I think you have to seek out medical professional help from a dermatologist. They would issue a prescription for you to get this one from drugstores, because unlike in the Philippines, I got this. It was available OTC. I didn't need to present a prescription from a dermatologist. And my aunt used this one. She had a small one and just use it as a spot treatment to an active pimple like that one. So there are some good things and not so good things about the 10% benzoyl peroxide ointment or spot treatment gel. Now, this one is 10%. There's actually one that is of lower grade, 5%. And my aunt and I just decided to go for the stronger one because our pimples, our acne problem back then was really severe. So let's talk more about this one. What does this do? This one is called Benzac. Maybe that's like the brand name, but basically it's just benzoyl peroxide. What does it do? This one targets the bacteria that actually causes acne. So it's more like emergency treatment. Why did it work for me? Well, when I feel a pimple coming, I put this on. So as you can see, this active pimple does not contain pus as compared to the other pimples that I've had with like the pus formation. This one was more of like, it was buried underneath my skin. When I felt it coming, I immediately put this spot treatment on it. So somehow maybe it delayed the development and it helped me calm down, and it's now not that obvious in the span of like a week. From my previous vlog, if you've watched that one, I talked about the sunscreens that I have been using for someone who has oily, acne-prone combination skin. So if you also are interested, I highly recommend you watch that video because I introduced maybe 6 sunscreens that I have been using. Go and watch it after this video. So going back to this cream, when I put this on, it sometimes either shrinks the pimple overnight or it stops the pimple from fully developing. That's how strong this spot treatment gel is. Now, to break it down, here are the good things and not so good things about the benzoyl peroxide. So for the first pro, the first merit is that it works fast on active pimples. And then the second one, it kills acne-causing bacteria effectively, and it's great as a spot treatment. Take note, it's great as a spot treatment. You should avoid lathering it all over your face if you don't have pimples on the other parts of your face, because the demerit is that it can be very drying. Yes, it can be very drying on your skin. And back then, when I was still in high school, in university, I had a lot of pimples popping out everywhere. It was like a rice field. I was basically manning my own rice field. I didn't have an ROI for that. But anyways, I had a lot of like white marks here because I had to put on this spot treatment to the active pimples. If you have this one with you, do not spread it onto your face if there are no pimples there because it's very drying. And if you use this one in the morning, be sure to put sunscreen as your final step of your skincare regimen because this might have that negative effect when it gets direct sunlight. And also, it can irritate your skin and burn it if you overuse the benzoyl peroxide on your skin. I wouldn't suggest you use this one daily because of its drying effect. And make sure to have enough moisturizer if you already suffer from dry, sensitive skin, because this might aggravate or make your dry skin worse. 10% is a bit strong. It's not beginner friendly. So if you are testing out the waters, if you're still testing out this product, and if you can see the 5% gel, go for it for the meantime. Take note of those demerits so as not to harm yourself in the process. I only use this on specific spots, not all over my face. Because if you overdo it, your skin will punish you. And I noticed that for the days that I've been using this one on my skin, sometimes I like spread it to the other nearby areas, and after a few minutes of drying or even in the morning, I feel it a bit too dry. So yeah, I have to also be careful. And since the pimple has shrunk, is that the correct verb? Shrink, shrunk, shrunk. Yes, since the pimple has become tiny, I would be using this one not as often as I did. So yeah. Quick disclaimer, for benzoyl peroxide, especially the 10%, it's best to consult a dermatologist or at least start with a lower percentage. And for the azelaic acid serum, you don't have to use this brand, but I love this one. There are also other brands that have azelaic acid in creams or serum form. You can also try them, but I have been in love with Anua's formulation, so I hope they don't change what they have been cooking, because they're cooking. For azelaic acid, we have different skin types, and if you are still on the fence or if you're apprehensive about using this one, patch test first. Before buying the product, when you go to like Loft here in Japan, Don Quixote, or drugstores, basically everywhere you see this one, try the tester and patch test it on your arms first, or maybe a small part of your face, just to check that you won't suffer from reactions or allergies later on. Even gentle products may have that chemical reaction on your skin, because again, each and every one of us has different skin. This combo worked because I was not attacking my acne. I was giving it time to calm down using this one, and also I used this strong formulation to kill the acne-causing bacteria. I was basically balancing treatment and gentle recovery. But after all the pimples have subsided, there are some instances that these pimples will leave dark spots, just like in this picture. There were a couple of them here, but luckily the skincare gods took pity on me and blessed me with a better skin condition on my face. I would say it's not perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect, because it's not. It's not glass skin Korean type of perfect, but I'm so happy that the dark spots are no longer that visible. And there's also another product that I used to reduce the dark spots and acne marks on my face. If you want to know what product that is, let's talk about that one next week. So make sure to subscribe, like, or follow if you're watching this video on Facebook. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Mata ne!